Great to have Sarah Zahab joining us once again from Continuum Fitness. Also, she got the great DVDs. You finally have it. The DVDs coming out when she herself was pregnant, but a lot of the focus on the work that you do is for pre and postnatal workouts. And you have a great client with you. Mary is here right now.
Mary's gorgeous.
She looks fantastic. I haven't asked you yet. You're going to go, and then you asked her permission. You look fantastic. 30 weeks.
30 weeks almost.
And then I saw you literally do a sprint over here, and I'm like, that's impressive, good sprinting. And you said it's because you're doing the video.
Yes,
so it works. This is important. This is kind of a really critical time that you want people still active and still being able to do the workouts, but with modifications.
Absolutely, and there are a lot of studies that show that exercise is so beneficial in the prenatal period, helps mom to bounce back quickly, helps with the delivery, helps with feeling great during the pregnancy itself. So it's really key to maintain some level of fitness activity, but of course with some modifications.
Modifications, you show certain exercises in the DVDs, you show modifications that you would do depending on
modifying
where the weights
there are options for the different trimesters, but also specific movements that Mary should be avoiding during her pregnancy. Abdominal crunches should be avoided during the pregnancy to help avoid the separation that occurs, which is quite common. And also, during pregnancy, we're avoiding all movements on our back and, of course, on our stomach. So we're limited to sort of standing, all fours, and side-lying positions.
So you ready to go?
Absolutely.
So what are we going to be doing?
So the first exercise, it's really important to focus on the mid-back muscles because during pregnancy, the shoulders tend to round forward a little bit. So Mary's just going to turn sideways and she's going to place her arms outside like this with her palms facing forward. She's going to focus on pulling her shoulder blades down. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure. This is called a snow angel. She's going to imagine she's making a snow angel coming up to 90 degrees and then back down to her start position. This is ideally done against a wall, but can be done with a partner as well. So she's pushing back against my hands and focusing on drawing her shoulder blades down and engaging those mid-back muscles.
It looks simple enough, but I think when you're carrying extra weight and your posture's changing, it actually is a little bit more challenging.
That's it. It's really focusing on maintaining proper posture and engaging those muscles in and around the shoulder blades to help her keep her shoulders back. Can you feel that in the mid-back?
I just fixed my posture right there. Like, all right, here we go.
We'll make the proper posture. The other area that we tend to focus on quite a bit during pregnancy is the deep core. So focusing on those deep abdominal muscles that help to support baby, support the uterus, support the back, and support the body in general. So Mary's going to come down to all fours, and all she's going to do is take a deep breath in, exhale, and pull her belly button in. Now she's going to keep her back really straight, so you can just relax, that's it. And she's just going to focus on drawing the belly button in on the exhale. So try not to round your back.
Here I go.
Just bring the belly button in. Yeah. So she takes a deep breath in, expands the belly, and then exhales and pulls the belly button in. So this is working those deep core muscles, drawing the navel in, and helping to strengthen a muscle called the transverse abdominis. That's it. Yeah.
Nice.
How's that feel? Great. Okay. Another area that we tend to focus on as well is the hip stabilizers. So Mary's going to come down to her side, lying on her side with her knees together like this, and she can just support her head, and all she's going to do is lift the knee up. This is called a clamshell, keeping her feet together, and then come back down. And what this does is focuses on a small muscle called the glute med, gluteus medius, which is a really important hip stabilizer.
Well, we feel there's a loosening, right, in the joints and what that we produce, and so everything's shifting, and you can definitely feel it. I almost like I can remember this, you know, and how loose it gets, or how just you think it's more flexible. It's just that everything is just flowing a little bit easier, but they're sore oftentimes.
Right, and that's most probably due to a hormone called relaxin that's released during pregnancy that actually makes everything a little more lax in preparing for the delivery. So, you know, there's a little more instability, and it's really key to stabilize those three areas.
Okay, so you mentioned the word lax and kind of things loosen up. So I know that you said, can we mention the Kegels? And I'm like, of course we can mention the Kegels. What do you want to talk about there?
Well, another exercise that we really should focus on during pregnancy is the pelvic floor, or incorporating those Kegels on a daily basis. So engaging those muscles of the pelvic floor really help to support the bladder, of course, for all the rest of us, but support the uterus and also how Mary connect with the core as well. So thinking about those on a daily basis.
Okay, now it takes some time to practice. It's not something that you just are able to do, right? So what are you looking to tell people how to start creating that sensation?
It's imagining that you're stopping the flow of urine, but you don't actually want to do it while you're urinating because that can lead to a bladder infection.
Okay.
So it's that same sort of...
When you're hanging out, you're watching TV.
Driving.
I'm going to do a little bit of, yes. Driving.
Yeah, driving, standing, waiting in line.
Mary's going, okay, take note.
She's doing them right now and nobody even knows.
Absolutely. No, you're doing them. That's the best part about it. Okay, so we're looking at the prenatal right now. We're going to be looking at a little bit of the postnatal afterwards. Best of luck, Mary, with your pregnancy. You look fantastic. 30 weeks in, so you're on the final
I'm almost
stretch. Awesome. We're going to take a break.